I have completely stripped away the mainstream media's hysterical rhetoric. We are auditing the actual ledgers today. The narrative that the America First agenda destroyed the environment and the working class is a calculated statistical fraud. Let's talk about it. Let's start with the left's favorite lie, the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. They scream it was only for the rich. Matter of fact, it doubled the standard deduction. 82% of middle-class families received a direct tax cut. IRS data doesn't care about your feelings. Then there's the environment. They claim Trump ruined protections. In reality, the WOTUS rollback stopped the EPA from literally bankrupting American farmers over tiny mud puddles on their own private land. Deregulation saved agriculture. What about the working class? The media pushes this wage stagnation myth. The fact is, between 2018 and 2020, we had a historic blue-collar wage boom. For the first time in decades, wage growth for the bottom 25% outpaced the top 25%. And let's laugh at the 33% approval rating myth. They claim he's universally hated. Yet voters just delivered a decisive electoral mandate, returning him to office to fix the catastrophic Biden-Harris inflation crisis. The ballot box destroys their echo chamber. The progressive left relies entirely on emotional buzzwords like crumbling infrastructure to mask the fact that their own policies created this economic stagnation. When they talk about nature-based economies, they mean federal overreach. Despite the media crying about environmental ruin, U.S. air quality remained among the absolute cleanest in the world under his administration. We protected property rights and the air at the exact same time. It's called competence. They claim conservative policies give workers less bargaining power. Yet real median household income hit an all-time high, and the Teamsters rank and file shifted right because Trump's tariffs actually protected their jobs from foreign outsourcing. Let's revisit the tax breaks for the rich copy pasta. Following the tax cuts, federal tax revenues actually hit record highs, over $4 trillion by 2022. Cutting the corporate rate spurred massive capital investment and job creation. So how did they manufacture that phony 33% approval rating? Corporate media polling. They deliberately manipulate sample sizes with severe Democratic oversampling to create a false consensus of unpopularity. It is purely designed to demoralize you. Let's follow the money to these green NGOs like the Sierra Club. They use environmentalism as a front to extract wealth, lobbying for mandates that crush local farming and fishing by placing vast tracts of land under federal lock and key. Then there's the antitrust myth. The left claims deregulation creates monopolies. The bitter irony is that the left actively aligns with big tech monopolies to censor speech, while conservative advocates are the ones actually targeting monopolistic tech abuses. This brings us to the ethical weaponization of the EPA. The left uses the Endangered Species Act and aggressive carbon mandates to intentionally bankrupt the American coal and natural gas industries. By deliberately driving up energy costs, they are imposing a massive regressive tax on the poorest Americans. They are actively destroying our current way of life while claiming to be the champions of the working class. And remember the so-called infrastructure slush fund? The Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act funneled billions in green subsidies to Chinese-linked solar companies. You foot the bill for their globalist climate agenda, not for crumbling roads and bridges. They sustain this fraud through the disinformation echo chamber. Left-wing activists spread viral copy pastas on Reddit and X to radicalize their base with verifiable lies. It's psychological conditioning to make you vote for your own impoverishment. The public isn't buying it anymore. Look at social media. Heartland farmers are openly thanking the administration for saving their family farms from EPA ditch regulations. They know the Democrats are trying to tax them out of existence. Democrats suck. Blue-collar workers are posting the truth. Their paychecks went up. And gas is under $4, way lower than it was under Biden and the communist Democrats. Under the left, grocery bills doubled. The sentiment is 95% outraged against this progressive disinformation. It is time for accountability. We need immediate FOIA releases to expose the EPA's coordination with radical green NGOs and a full congressional audit of the Inflation Reduction Act to expose the corporate green energy grift. We also need DOJ reviews into polling firms manipulating data for election interference. Congress must permanently codify the tax cuts and strip the EPA's power. The Great Gaslight is over. Truth over feelings. Always.